I wanted to share a story, something that happened when I was really young. I was probably, I'm really not sure, I might have been like 6, maybe 5, maybe 7, I'm not sure. I was around that age. And I remember I was at my great-grandma's house, and my family was there. It was morning. We were going to sit down for breakfast. I was in my pajamas. I remember it was me, my mom, my brother, my great-grandma. I'm not sure where my dad was, but it was me, my mom, my grandma, my brother. My brother sat at the table. I sat at the table. My mom was looking at this coffee cake and reading the ingredients and said, "Oh, it's okay. You can eat it," because I'm allergic to nuts. And I had an EpiPen and everything. So I was like, okay. And so she sets this plate of coffee cake, or slice of coffee cake, down on a plate in front of me. And I sit there, and then I don't eat it, and I just get this thought in my head that's so strong. And it's in my own voice, but it's in my head, but I knew it wasn't from me, even though it was in my own voice. And it was like, "Go change into your pajamas." And I was like, huh? What? And it's just like, "Go change into your pajamas." And I was really confused. I even sat there and debated, like, at first I thought I was debating with myself, but I was like, why would I change out of my pajamas? Because I mean, I'm in the middle of nowhere, and I could have stayed in my pajamas all day. Like, my great-grandma lives in the country, and I could have lived wherever I wanted, or I could have wore whatever I wanted. And so I was like, why do I need to change into my pajamas? And I just hear, "Go change into your pajamas." So I finally was like, okay, what do I have to lose? So I got up, I went and got clothes and went and changed. And it only took me like, a minute to change or whatever. And I come back and I realize my plate's not there anymore. My mom's sitting down eating a slice herself. And I'm like, where'd my plate go? And she's like, well, I went and got a piece for myself, and I sat down and started eating it, and then in the middle there was this layer, and I bit into it, and it was like really crunchy. So I went back and reread the ingredients, and she realized she'd skipped a line, and it had 5 different nuts in it. This cake had 5 different types of nuts in it, and she had accidentally skipped the line. And just in that short time period that I had chose to listen to who I later on realized was God, I was like, whoa. I realized he just saved me. Like, I could have possibly had to go to the hospital with 5 nuts. There's no way. I would have had an EpiPen. I would have been going to the hospital. And I don't even know if they gave you or recommended 2 back then, because I know 1 lasts 30 minutes and 2 would be a full hour in case you're really far away from a hospital. So who knows what could have happened. And there's no guarantee even. I mean, just because you have one doesn't mean it's guaranteed. Some people, they still end up dying from allergic reactions. It just depends. And so I realized, whoa, God, that was you? And I was really young, and I still even thought, whoa, because I mean, did grow up in churches when I was young. But it was just one of those moments where at first I was like thinking I'm debating with myself, and then after the whole situation played out, I realized, whoa, God, that was you. And it was so crazy. And it's actually one of the things that really started making me think about God again, thinking about Jesus, reading my Bible. Like, I had realized that was one of the moments, like when I got older in college, I just remember he brought it to my memory, that moment that happened. And I actually shared it when I was in a salon to somebody, hoping that she would realize that there is a God, Jesus is real. He's God. I mean, you need to get to know him. And because she just believed in, something may be there, may not be out there. And I was just sharing that with her, and I just thought it was a cool story, and I'd share it because it was one of the few moments when I was really young that I knew the Lord was real. And I got caught up in the world in my life. Like, I got older, I grew up, and I just got worldly, and I forgot. It's like I forgot about it. It's so bad. The world is so good. The enemy is so good at brainwashing people out of thinking about God, thinking about, being in the Word. I mean, it's just so deceptive. So I just wanted to share that, and I hope that it can help anybody realize that there is a God, that Jesus is Lord, and you need to seek Him, and He's real, and He doesn't want anyone to perish. So Jesus bless you.